That's Tony Hancock in. Hancock's half-hour.
This is a sad day for East James, Sid. The old you is no more. I'm the new me, all right, Hancock. I've left the old me behind. What are you on about? The old you. You know, East Cheam Priory. There's a whopping great tree in there and it's just died. The old you of East Cheam. It's been around for donkey's years. It's got Alfred the Great's name carved on it. Alfred, it says. I thought you were talking about me. You said you and pointed at me. Not the personal pronoun, Sid. It's a tree. This is more important than the both of us, Sid. You're a newcomer by comparison. That old boy is 1,000 years old. It's part of the history of East Cheam. Locals are up in arms, or boughs or branches. Don't worry about it, Hancock. There's nothing we can do about it. Trees come and go, don't they? Don't worry, I've got a wood burner. I'll sort it out. Wise, Sid, how wise. Little acorns unto oaks do grow. But it didn't just die, it was murdered. You're not going to burn the old yew, Sid, though. It's solid oak, isn't it? We're going to have to give it a decent burial, not a funeral pyre. What are you on about? You can't murder a tree, can you? What do you call poisoning then, Sid? What do you call poisoning? You're being very soul-fairy-an about this one. What would you do if this happened to your mother? My mother isn't a tree. Well, last time I looked anyway. Well, it wasn't until she started to put roots down, I suppose. What are we supposed to do about it, though? Those who we serve, Sid, want us to get our finger out. East Cheam Council have appointed Hancock's heroes to the task of finding the assassin. I don't fancy his chances if the people of East Cheam get hold of him, Sid. So, who have you got on the list of suspects, then? Let me see. The vicar, his wife, their 2 kids, his mother, and the au pair. So, you think the vicar done it, then? Not particularly, Sid. I've only just started. I started with the vicar. He's closest. It's his churchyard. One want to poison a tree, Hancock. Who wouldn't, Sid? Who wouldn't? The great yew is the heart and soul of the village and the community. It's an attack on each one of us. So, why haven't I heard of the great yew, then? Because it doesn't appear on a beer mat, I suppose. We've got to do some groundwork, have we? Like knocking on doors, asking questions, and interviewing suspects. Yes, we have to. Well, you have to. I'll stay here at number 23 Railway Cuttings and put up a suspects board.
Good morning. 49231.
What do you mean 49231?
It's not my telephone number or anything like that. It's my electricity meter reading.
Come to read your meter. Where were you on Thursday the 4th of November at about 7 o'clock?
I was with me mum having a cup of Ovaltine. I usually have cocoa, it's a bit rosier, but we'd run out and I wanted to relax.
Oh, on Thursday 4th of November, you didn't go anywhere near the churchyard of St Fagin Church.
What do you think I was doing there? Stealing the gravestones or hiding in the bushes, waiting to pounce on unsuspecting passers-by or something?
Nah, nothing like that.
It's not fair. Give a dog a bad name. I only done it once. It's not on my record, is it? Terribly sorry. I've got a dash. I've got to go to the factory.
Thanks very much, but before you go, could you possibly tell me the name of the factory?
Oh, it's a lovely place to work. I work at the poisons factory. Weed killers, pesticides. Anyone you want knocking off? Believe it, a lady asked for some poison for her husband. Of course, we just gave her a bottle of aspirins instead. She didn't know. Anything else I can help you with?
That's just about it. You've been very helpful in our inquiries, Mr. Glycosate.
Yeah, who is it? I haven't got any clothes on, you cheeky boy. No peeking.
Sorry, sir. I'll come back later then.
Come back later? You're no fun, are you? You're not a man of action.
You're no baddy good to me, are you? Oh, open up. What do you want? Sergeant Sid James, going door to door in the local area.
Well, no, I haven't got any old clothes, although I always support the Salvation Army whenever I can. You're a fine bunch of lads. Keep it up. Metaphorically speaking, that is, for those in peril on the sea. You got it wrong, mate. I'm not a sergeant in the Saudi Army. I'm in a new private police force called Hancock Zero. Well, in that case, how about an old mattress and some paperbacks? Yes, well, a bit more upmarket, you know. And who knows what you'll find in the mattress as well. Yes, well, no, listen. I'm not collecting for charity, as it happens. I would just like to know where you were on Thursday, 4th of November, at about 4 o'clock, sir. Well, wouldn't that be telling? Oh, yeah, I was having a walk down Church Lane. I usually do a few laps of the churchyard. That's part of my daily routine, you know, constitutional. I don't want a crisis. Get it? Constitutional crisis.
Get it? I think I found the people who poisoned the old East Cheam New, Hancock. You can't have. You've only been gone half an hour. I haven't met Sid James Supercup before. You mustn't introduce us next time we meet. Did you get struck by lightning or something? How many people did you interview, for God's sake? 2. That's impossible. I already have a list of over 8,000 suspects. It's taken me days. Believe it or not, everyone in the village is a suspect. We have to work in a systematic way or we'll never get to the bottom of this. Who are they, so I can reject them from my list of suspects? Well, the first one is a Mr. Glyphosate from number 16, and there's a Mr. Camp from number 3. Number 16 and number 3. Where? The address, Sid. I'll cross them off the list. Railway cuttings, of course. You mean all you did was go down the end of the road and the first houses you came across you just happened to be our villains? So it's definitely impossible. Anyway, railway cuttings is a select area. I wouldn't have moved here, would I? Can't be right. I suppose I was just lucky. Copper's intuition, you could say. I took one look at the houses and said, that's them. So what was so special about these houses then? Did they have a big sign outside saying the person who done it is in here? No, of course not. Both the houses had dirty windows. So, are they on the list then? So you want me to look through 8,000 names just because they got dirty windows? It's going to take longer than that. I don't happen to have your supernatural powers, Sid. Wait a minute. Yes. You're not going to look, are you? All right, no. I suppose I'd better go and see them. I'll do it tomorrow, but I won't go round their houses. They'll be expecting me. Did they give any clues as to where they might be? As it happens, number 16, Mr. Glyphosate, works at the East Cheam Weed Killer Factory, and Mr. Camp goes for a nightly walk in the churchyard. There you are then. Too easy, Sid. A rookie mistake. You're obviously jumping to conclusions. 2 plus 2 does not equal 5. Dirty windows, weed killer, church walks. Just coincidence. But I better go along just in case. And then I can tell you where you're going wrong, can't I? On-the-job training, they call it. Hello, my good man. I'm Inspector Hancock of Hancock Heroes. You know, the local private police force. I wonder if I could speak to one of your workforce, a Mr. Glyphosate. What's he been up to? I'll sack him if you like. Oh, no, there's no need for that. It's probably nothing. I'd just like to have a casual word with him, that's all. No bother, I'll sack him anyway. It's no skin off my nose. I don't like the cut of his jib. No, please don't do that. Just tell him there's someone to see him. I don't want any unpleasantness.
Good afternoon. The foreman said you wanted to see me. I make new recipes for poisons. Would you like to try some of them out? We're always looking for testers, we are.
No need for that. My plants are fine. The reason I'm here is that an employee of mine, Sergeant James, called on you this morning and asked if you'd been to the East Cheam churchyard. We're conducting an investigation.
Oh, you're quite right. There's lots of weeds down there. I nip off to see them from time to time, just in case there are any dangerous ones, and then I spray them.
Dangerous plants. Could you give me some for instances?
Oh, there's loads. Japanese knotweed, hemlock, or yew, and adders.
Very interesting. You say?
Yes, me. Down the churchyard, like you said.
So, you don't like you?
Stop messing about. Of course I do. I'm my own best friend, aren't I?
And adders, you say? Adders are snakes.
Oh my God, are they? I didn't know. So they're not plants. That's why they keep biting me when I spray them, I suppose. Silly me. I feel such a fool.
I'm not going to beat about the bush, Mr. Glyphosate.
I do that sometimes.
Do what?
I beat about the bush looking for adders.
Mr. Glyphosate, did you or did you not poison the great East Emu, Taxus baccata, last Thursday night?
Oh, that you! I wonder what you're on about. Of course not. Oh, you've got a vicious tongue. No, that's a horrible thing to say. I like yews. I've got one in my front garden. But they are poisonous, so you mustn't eat the berries. Some of my best friends are yews. But now you come to mention it, I saw someone else in the churchyard that day. A man with a funny voice.
So he had a funny voice.
Funny voice. Yes, that's just what I said.
Woo! Right, keep perfectly still, Sid. I have to, Hancock. You're standing on my foot. There he is, Mr. Camp from number 3. You mean the tall grey man with wings? That one's a statue, Hancock. Mr. Camp is the one with the dodgy syrup. He's going up to the great yew, Sid. Look, he's laughing and kicking it. The blackguard. Let's go and arrest him. Oi, Mr. Camp, what are you doing?
Oh, me? Oh, nothing.
No, look, I recognise you now. It's that sergeant from the Sally Army. I'm just going for a little walk. Exercise, you know. Exercise. Walk the pounds off. I fell over this great big tree. Silly me. I said to myself, oh, put that there. Bloody great thing. From where we were standing, mate, it looked to us like you were attacking the great yew. The great yew, indeed? What? Would I do that? Nay, thrice nay. Did you or did you not, Mr. Camp, poison the great yew last Thursday? Of course, that's not me. Poison it? What with this? No, stop it. What with a flask of tea? That's all I carry. We cannot accept your denial, sir. Last Thursday, the great yew was poisoned by persons unknown. What have you got against the great yew? Oh, you're talking in riddles. What are you on about? Wait, listen, no, 5 minutes ago it was my arse when I fell over it. No, stop, wait, listen, no, woe is me, it's true. I've been harbouring a grudge against that tree because in the winter of 1871 it fell over and landed on my great-grandfather. Poor soul, rest in peace. Oh dear, how ghastly. We didn't know that. Look, Mr. Camp, you poor fellow. Mental health is very important to us, as you well know. Hello, Mr. Camp. Are you ready to cut the tree up? Yew timber is £1,000 a metre at the moment. Stop, wait, no, listen, yes. Ooh, is this fellow? Look, I don't know who you are. I've never seen you before in my life. Sorry, Hancock, I've got to dash back home for dinner, haven't I? Hold it there, Mr. Camp. I'm charging you with poisoning a protected tree with intent to profit from the sale of its timbers. What? Well, really, it's just tittle-tattle. Where's your evidence, Mr. Hancock and Mr. James?